Hello, my friend. Welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. It's good to have you here. Today, I want to talk to you about something very close to my heart. How to practice English every day, even if you don't have a teacher. Now, maybe you're listening to me from your home, sitting on your bed, or maybe you're outside, walking, or even on a bus. Wherever you are right now, I want you to feel relaxed. This is not a school lesson. This is a friendly conversation between you and me. Just two people talking about learning and life. You see, many people believe they need a teacher to learn English. And yes, teachers can be helpful. They can guide you, explain grammar, correct your mistakes. But here's the truth. You don't always need a teacher to improve. You can practice on your own. You can learn every day. And you can get better, step by step, with small, simple habits. Let me tell you a little story from my own life. When I first started learning another language, not English, but another one, I didn't have a teacher. I didn't have classes. I didn't even have a lot of money to spend on courses or books. All I had was curiosity and a strong wish to understand people. In the beginning, it felt impossible. I would listen to people speak, and it was like music I couldn't understand. Just sound, just noise. I felt lost. But then something happened. I decided, okay, if I don't have a teacher, I will make the world my teacher. I will learn from everything around me. And that changed everything. The power of small daily actions. Many learners make one big mistake. They study for hours in one day and then do nothing for the next week. This doesn't work. Learning a language is like growing a plant. You don't water it once a month, you give it water every day. Small amounts, but every day. Even 10 minutes of English practice is better than 2 hours once a week, because your brain needs to see and hear the language often. Think of it like this. If you listen to English for 10 minutes today, 10 minutes tomorrow, and 10 minutes the next day, that's 30 minutes in 3 days. And more importantly, your brain is constantly touching the language. You are keeping the connection alive. Tip 1. Talk to yourself. Yes, I know it sounds strange, but talking to yourself is one of the most powerful ways to practice English without a teacher. You don't have to speak loudly. You can whisper, or even just move your lips without sound if you're shy. When you wake up in the morning, describe what you are doing. I am getting up. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making tea. I'm going to work. This may sound too simple, but it's powerful. Why? Because you are training your brain to think in English. You're building a habit where your thoughts and your words start to connect. When I was learning my new language, I would talk to myself every day. On the bus, I would look out the window and describe things in that language. The sky is blue. The man is wearing a red hat. The children are playing. It made my brain active. Tip 2. Listen like a baby. Think about how babies learn their first language. They don't open grammar books. They don't write essays. They listen. They listen every day for months and months before they start speaking. You can do the same. Listen to English every day, even if you don't understand everything. Podcasts, songs, movies, YouTube videos. Just keep your ears open. Your brain is smart. It will start to recognize words, sounds, and rhythms. When I was learning, I would play recordings of native speakers while cooking, cleaning, or walking. I wasn't studying in the traditional way. I was just letting the sounds enter my brain again and again. Over time, I started to understand more and more without even trying too hard. Tip 3. Use your phone wisely. Your phone can be your best teacher or your worst distraction. If you use it for social media all the time, you waste hours. But if you fill it with English, you create a learning environment in your pocket. Change your phone's language to English. Follow English-speaking accounts. Subscribe to YouTube channels that teach English or talk about topics you enjoy. Download a good dictionary app. Every time you unlock your phone, you see English, you read English, and without even noticing, you are practicing. Tip 4. Write something every day. Writing is not only for advanced learners. Even if your sentences are short and simple, writing helps you remember words and grammar. You could keep a small diary in English. Write about your day. Today I went to the market. I bought some vegetables. It was raining. It doesn't matter if it's simple. What matters is that you're using the language actively. When I started my language learning, I had a small notebook. Every night before sleeping, I would write 3 to 4 sentences. In the beginning, it was slow. I had to check words in the dictionary, but after some weeks, I could write faster, and I didn't need the dictionary all the time. Tip 5. Read what you love. Reading is another great way to practice without a teacher. But don't start with difficult books. Start with something easy and interesting. It could be children's books, simple news articles, or short stories. When you read something you enjoy, you don't feel like you're studying. You feel curious. And curiosity is a strong teacher. When I was learning, I bought a small children's storybook in my target language. At first, I understood maybe 20% of it, but I read it again and again. Each time, I understood a little more. And one day, I could read the whole story without stopping. That felt amazing. The mindset you need. Now, all these tips are useful, but here's something even more important: your mindset. When you practice without a teacher, you must become your own coach. You must be patient with yourself. You must celebrate small wins. Some days, you will feel progress. Other days, you will feel stuck. That's normal. Language learning is not a straight road. It's a road with turns, hills, and sometimes traffic jams. But if you keep moving, even slowly, you will reach your destination. Why you already have what you need to practice English every day. The truth is, you already have everything you need to practice English every day. You have your phone, you have the internet, you have your voice, you have your ears, you have your eyes, and most importantly, you have your mind. You don't have to wait for the perfect teacher or the perfect course. You can start now, today, right after you finish listening to this podcast. Let's imagine your perfect English day. I want to give you a picture of how your day could look if you really practiced English every day without a teacher. Morning. You wake up and while brushing your teeth, you talk to yourself in English. Today is Monday. I will go to work. I feel happy. Breakfast. You play an English podcast or YouTube video while eating. You don't understand everything, but you catch some words. Afternoon. On your lunch break, you read a short English article or a few pages of a story. Evening. You write 3 sentences in your diary about your day. You use new words you learned. Night. Before sleeping, you watch a short video or listen to an English song. This is not hard. It's simple. But if you do it every day, you will be surprised how much your English grows in a few months. Closing words. So, my friend, remember this. You don't need a teacher every day to learn. You need consistency. You need small actions. You need to make English a natural part of your life. If you do this, your English will not only improve, it will become a part of you. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope my words encourage you to take small steps every day, starting now. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself.